Why are the fallen angels and Satan beyond forgiveness? Delving into Satan's rebellion raises several profound questions. Let's simplify these and explore their implications. Imagine a gardener who plants a tree in this ideal garden, intending it only to produce good fruit. Yet one season, it unexpectedly bears a bitter fruit. You'd wonder, how could this occur in a perfectly tended garden? This puzzle is similar to the mystery of Satan. How did a perfectly created being turn toward evil? Endowed with beauty and wisdom, Satan possessed one pivotal attribute: free will. Free will enabled him to make choices independently from God. This freedom, bestowed upon all intelligent beings, facilitated his decision to rebel. It was not a defect in creation, but rather the essence of autonomy. Originally hailed as the light bearer, Satan wielded considerable influence. Yet it was free will that paved the way for pride and resentment to take root, emotions that catalyzed his ultimate revolt. His decision to rebel had dire ramifications. Those who sided with Satan were cast out of heaven, not as a reflection of God's inability to forgive, but as a consequence of their definitive rejection of his governance and benevolence. In the celestial hierarchy of heaven, one angel stood out for his brilliance and beauty. But what transformed this paragon of virtue into the archetype of evil? This is the story of Satan before the fall. Originally named Lucifer, meaning light-bearer, he was clothed in robes of shimmering light, reflecting his high status among the angelic beings. His role was not just administrative, but also moral. He was a beacon of God's light, tasked with upholding and spreading the divine glory. Satan was renowned for his intelligence and wisdom, often seen debating cosmic laws and spiritual doctrines with his peers. His insights were profound, his reasoning impeccable, yet it was this very intellect that sowed the seeds of pride within him. Despite his exalted position, Satan began to feel a creeping dissatisfaction with the order of things. He questioned the structure of celestial authority and pondered over the distribution of power and recognition. "Why should I be a servant when I could reign?" he thought. Fueled by a burgeoning pride and ambition, Satan's discourse shifted subtly from loyalty to dissent. He portrayed himself as a liberator, promising autonomy and greater power to those who felt underappreciated under the current regime. The climax of his dissent was both dramatic and tragic. In an assembly of angels, Satan openly defied the Almighty, rejecting subservience for sovereignty, obedience for freedom. It was an act that would change the course of celestial history forever. From the highest echelons of grace to the depths of disgrace, the fall of Satan is a cautionary tale of how pride and ambition can corrupt the mightiest. His story sets the stage for the monumental battle that would ensue, dividing heaven and altering its very fabric. The once unshakable peace of heaven is shattered as dissent turns into open rebellion. This is the story of the fall, a cataclysm that split the heavens and altered the fabric of the universe. As the call to arms echoes through the celestial realms, each angel faces a monumental choice: loyalty to the Creator or allegiance to the light-bearer. The consequences of this decision would be eternal. Led by Michael, the faithful angels confront the rebels. The heavens themselves bear witness to this unprecedented conflict. It is a battle not just of might, but of wills, where the very essence of divine law is contested. At the heart of the turmoil stands Satan, his brilliance now marred by defiance. In a fateful clash with Michael, the stakes could not be higher. The outcome will determine more than the fate of the combatants. It will shape the moral order of the cosmos. The rebellion is quelled, but at a great cost. Satan and his legions are defeated, cast out of heaven. Their descent is not just a fall from grace, but a plunge into a new existence marked by exile and separation from the divine. As calm returns to heaven, the echoes of the conflict linger. The celestial realm is forever changed, marked by a loss that is both profound and poignant. The fallen, now demons, begin their new life in darkness, a stark contrast to their luminous origins. With the rebellion quelled and the rebels cast out, heaven faces the dawn of a new era. But the scars of conflict are deep, influencing not only the divine, but also the mortal realms. The aftermath of rebellion brings a restructuring of power within heaven. New safeguards are implemented, roles reassigned, and loyalties reaffirmed. The divine order is both restored and transformed, more resilient, yet forever marked by past events. On earth, the fallout is more insidious. The fallen, now demons, begin to exert their influence, sowing discord and temptation among humanity. Their bitterness towards divine authority mirrored in their new mission, to corrupt and mislead. Satan, once a beacon of light, now embraces his role as the adversary. His wisdom and charisma, once used for governance and guidance, are now tools for deception and manipulation. He crafts his new kingdom in the shadows, laying the foundations of what many will come to know as hell. The rebellion and its aftermath raise profound theological and moral questions. How does divine justice accommodate forgiveness? What lessons can humanity learn from the celestial fall? As heaven settles into a new order, the echoes of rebellion continue to ripple across time and space. The balance between divine justice and mercy remains a topic of celestial and earthly debate. Banished from heaven, the fallen angels find themselves in a realm of darkness and despair. This new environment becomes the forge for their transformation into demons, entities bound by a new purpose to challenge divine authority and corrupt humanity. In the abyss, the once heavenly beings undergo a profound transformation. Their divine attributes twist into grotesque reflections of their former selves. They forge a new kingdom in this darkness, ruled by Satan, their once leader, now their king. The impact of their fall extends beyond the spiritual realm. The demons begin their work on earth, manipulating events and individuals from the shadows. They whisper lies, stoke fears, and amplify human vices, subtly weaving their influence into the fabric of human history. Their tactics are insidious, focusing on temptation and corruption. Each demon exploits human weaknesses, seeking to drive individuals away from divine paths. Their goal is not just to lead humans astray, but to claim souls for their dark realm. The consequences for humanity are severe. Societies fracture, individuals falter, but not all is lost. Amidst the darkness, stories of resistance and redemption emerge, highlighting the enduring human spirit and the ongoing battle between good and evil. As the fallen establish their dominion in the shadows, the boundary between the celestial and the mortal blurs. The war for souls is not confined to spiritual realms, but is fought in the hearts and minds of every human being. As the fallen angels adapt to their new roles as demons, their shadows stretch across the tapestry of human history, subtly influencing and altering the course of civilizations. From the legends of ancient Greece to the epic tales of Mesopotamia, demons find their way into stories of heroes and gods. They are the whispered temptations behind tragic flaws and the unseen catalysts for heroic downfalls. In the corridors of power and the fields of battle, the demonic influence is more direct, yet no less insidious. They fuel the ambitions of emperors, manipulate the fears of generals, and stoke the fires of revolution. Demons not only influence individual fates, but also guide the evolution of entire cultures. They shape religious rituals, inspire dark art, and provoke philosophical debates about good and evil, freedom and destiny. On a more personal level, demons engage in the battle for souls by exploiting human vulnerabilities. The greatest of leaders and the humblest of citizens alike face these spiritual trials, each decision echoing through eternity. While the demonic presence brings strife and chaos, it also sparks resistance. Spiritual leaders rise, societies renew their moral foundations, and individuals find redemption, proving that light can emerge from the darkest of times. As we look around us, the influence of the fallen might seem hidden, yet it remains a powerful force in contemporary struggles, challenging us to find the light within the darkness.